Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Monique and this is Art with Mo. I'm so happy that you are here today. I am going to be drawing some portraits. I'll be using Pinterest and I will be drawing 5 portraits from a Pinterest board by Elena Bouya. She is an Instagram artist over on Instagram, of course. I'll leave her link down below, and I'll also try to find her Pinterest board that I'm using. And the reason that I am recommending her Pinterest board is because she is doing a 50 head challenge. She recently extended this challenge to be 100 heads. And so with her Pinterest board right now, it's all females. So if you want to look for your own male references, then that's totally fine. It's up to you. She is also planning on adding in some male portraits as well later on when she's done drawing the 100 heads of all of these females. And again, I will leave that linked down below if you would like to check it out. So make sure you head on down there and give her a like or a follow if you end up liking her work, because she is very, very good at creating portraits. And now let's get to what I am doing. So I have been doing these portraits kind of sporadically in my sketchbook. And this is actually, it's supposed to be 40, 41, 42, 43, and 44, and 45. But it's numbered differently in my book because I had this blank page in my sketchbook. So I was like, well, why not? I'll just add these here. And so that's what I did. But these are actually 5, so 40 from 45, and then the next one will be 46 to 50, and then I'll be all done with the 50 head challenge. And what else? Right now, so I'm working on the first portrait. I have already dug into putting in her features, and then I use that kneaded eraser that I let just roll right out of my hand. I use the kneaded eraser to lightly erase some of the lines that were on her face, just mainly the ones that I didn't need. And now I am redrawing in those features and adding in curls to her hair. And if you'll notice, you can see that I have already sketched out all of these portraits, just mainly the foundation of what I'm going to need before I add in the little features of the face to make the face look like the person. I did this because I felt like it would make the process of drawing the heads all at one time a little bit easier. And I did draw them all except for one, the bottom left or the bottom right one I did not finish recording in this video, but if you'd like to see it, I will have it up on my TikTok as well as my Instagram, and both of those handles will be linked down below. And it's the same handle, Art with Mo. If you want to check it out, make sure that you give me a follow on those socials as well, so that you don't forget or you don't miss my posting of the last portrait down by my hand there on the right corner. And the whole reason that I used the foundation that I did is because I wanted to get a better understanding of what the shapes and the shadows would be in these portraits. I have a decent understanding of how to do that, but I feel like there's always room to improve. And one of the ways that I know how to improve is by going straight back to the basics. So as I started working on these, I wanted to combine the Loomis and the Riley method together so that I can get shape and form all in one piece. So I plan on making a video next week about how to do the Loomis method, and then later on I will also do a video on how to do the Riley method, and then we can compare and contrast about which ones may be better for you and which ones I like the most, and how I like to combine the two together, which is what I did in the foundation for these portraits here. As I am working on this portrait here, I really liked how the light was just shining on her face. It's not the best video quality per se, but I really enjoyed like the light coming through the blinds in my room. So I left this little clip in here, but don't worry, I will fix it so that you guys won't have to see the lines for too long. But I did enjoy how the light was hitting my portrait. As I am also sketching out this portrait, I wanted to tell you guys that I found like a new technique in drawing the nose, which is just drawing circles. Like drawing 2 circles for the nostrils and then drawing 1 circle for the ball of the nose. I found that doing this really helped me figure out exactly where the nostril holes are supposed to go and where the tip of the nose is supposed to go. It really helped me figure out how to get the nose at the right angle. And I will go more in depth on this in the next video when I talk about the Loomis method. And I will be doing the Loomis method from all different angles. So, and when I say that, I mean so front view, side view, and 3/4 view. And I will also be creating actual portraits, at least with one of them, so that you guys can understand how creating that portrait with the Loomis method really works. And then I'll do the same thing with the Riley method. And again, if you don't want to miss out on that video next week, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you won't miss it because you'll get a notification about when I post next time. And enjoy this little clip of my daughter. She's trying to learn how to use the blending stump. You want to try?
I got a big one.
This side, yeah.
So this one is for color and this one is for...
I try to use, because I don't have anything to sharpen it to make it new, so I try to use this for the small details.
I like this one, this one. Ta-da!
This portrait that I am working on right now actually gave me kind of a hard time because when I did the foundation, I noticed that I didn't put some of the features in the right place. So right now I'm just trying to sketch on top of what the foundation was, but I ended up having to erase some of that foundation and reworking the right side of her face so that it would actually look like her. But it was interesting to see me try to figure out how to fix it. And really all there is to it is erasing. It's okay to erase. Sometimes those mistakes, you learn something, like what I did. So next time when I do the foundation, I'll put the features in the right place. I don't know what I was doing at the time, but they weren't in the right place. But I ended up liking this portrait once it was all finished. And I feel like it ended up looking like the person, which is my main goal whenever I create portraits. Sometimes people just use portraits as taking inspiration and going with what they feel and not so much about what they see, which is totally fine. Everybody creates art in their own way. I like to try to get the features right as much as possible, especially when I am doing studies. And with the last portrait that you'll see in this video, which is this one here, I feel like she looked the most like the reference, which is, like I said, what I go for whenever I create art, especially when I am doing these studies. I want to make sure that I am actually learning something when I'm creating. So with this one, you'll see in a little bit how close she looks to the reference. And I'm really excited and really happy that I was able to accomplish her portrait, because her face goes around the art community quite a bit. I will put a picture over here so that you guys can see which reference I am talking about. And like I said, I'm really trying to focus on finding those shapes so that I can get the right shadows and the right form of the face. And I feel like I nailed it with this one because, like I said, I feel like she looks the most like the reference, and I'm really proud of this portrait. And also, I try to make sure that the portrait looks like the reference because I'm still learning, and I don't want to try to create an image from my imagination too soon, like just, before I'm ready. So I'm making sure that I have the basics down before I start to create my own rules, which is something that many other people can do too. I mean, if you just want to start creating your own characters, then do it by all means. If that's what you want to do with your art journey, then definitely do it. But for me in my art journey, I want to make sure that I know the foundation and the basics of creating art. So then later on, when I'm wanting to draw something, I can draw it because I've done it before, or I have the knowledge and the basics to create that image that I have in my head. So that's my little TikTok, I guess, that I have for you guys. But this video is almost wrapped up. If you've liked this video, please definitely give me a like, comment, and subscribe. I am going to have a video next week about the Loomis method, and I really don't want you to miss out on it, especially if you need help or you know somebody that needs help creating portraits, or if you just like to watch me draw, that's cool too. I enjoy all kinds of people. So if you're new here, make sure you leave a comment also down below and say hello so that I can say hi back, because I would love to meet you. And if you would like to see the last portrait, make sure that you head over to my TikTok or my Instagram, because I will leave a reel there so that you can see how the finished product came out. And thanks so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.